Welcome back to Masculine Scrapping. I'm still working on my November Thanksgiving trip up to or down to Orlando, Florida. My son and I spent a couple days in his part of the world, and we went to a restaurant called Sand on the Beach, and that's where these pictures are from. And then he took me to the Crafty Crab seafood place, which, by the way, was absolutely amazing. I don't look too thrilled with that picture, but I think it's because he kept taking pictures of me while I was trying to eat. But that was my food here from my angle, and then here's near the end when I've eaten way too much food. I was able to grab this logo from the internet and recreate it with my Cricut machine. And so that is placed there, and I'm going to show you a technique to put that on here in a second. But let's go ahead and start. I'm going to put a double border on of torn edges. Use the Creative Memory Jagged Edge Terror to do these. Usually I'm going to measure a little more than I am right now, but I feel like this one is going to be easy to get in place. Just a double edge, the solid on the outside, and then some patterned paper on the inside. Notice this is orange, this is red, tying into all the colors here, beach theme, and then I've got this paper on both sides. A little bit of yellow here to match that piece, and I want to pull that in. There we go. Putting the torn edge border on both sides, even though they're slightly different colors, helps to bring the two pages together. So again, two spreads. It is a theme of food and seafood, but two different places, but bringing them together by using the colors and similar borders on both sides. Okay, so I'm gonna put these pictures over here, put this over here, and I'm gonna do something now just that will help me get this project done with a little more precision. Because this is gonna overlap both sides of the spread, I'm going to tape these together. And then that will help keep it together for when we're placing everything. Now you may have noticed that I originally had these pictures down first with this guy on top of them. This, by the way, I don't know if you can see this, it's the tablecloth. They gave me some extra of it so that I could put it in this scrapbook. So that's going to go there, and then let's replace all the pictures here. I think I'm going to set that underneath there. Yep, I like the way that looks. This piece here, and then this one. Okay, so you can see that this piece is actually going to go on last. So I've got to get these all centered, ready to go. And we'll put those down, and then we'll put the other piece on top. Sometimes I put that on the background, but in these photos, I think it's going to work for them to go over the top of the photographs. So, old photograph to set this down. Turn it upside down, and that keeps you from getting fingerprints on the photos or scratching the photos. Fairly certain this is probably not acid-free. It's a little waxy because it's used as the tablecloth. But again, ephemera. I always ask in these places, can I please have something? And you'll be surprised at the kinds of things that they'll give you to go into your collections, because they know that you're going to be promoting their business establishment through your art, and so they often will follow through and give you something or something extra, something clean, napkins, that kind of thing. If you don't ask, you don't get it. But I will tell you, I have never had a place not give me something that can end up in the scrapbook later. All right, so now this piece here is going to go just like this. And part of what I need to remember is I want to get some tape right here and right here, and then here and here. The reason I want to do that is that when I cut this piece apart, I don't want to have no tape right on the edge of the paper, because that's where it can get caught quite a bit. So you can see I'm putting quite a bit of tape on there, and then I'm going to make sure that, oops, there we go. Okay, so that's down now. And then what I do is I'll bring in my Fiskars. It's a straight edge cutter using a circular blade, and for this kind of project it's best because you do not want to catch part of the project on a blade and then have it tear. And so again, this is in some places 4 levels thick, so I have got to go over it a couple times to make sure I've cut all the way through. Let's pull. Yep, there we go. Get that out of the way. Okay. So there you go. There you have it. Put it back together. So sand on the beach, little breakfast restaurant. We'll get that off. And Crusty Crab Seafood, 2 restaurants, tied the theme together, and you can see what it's going to look like when it's in the plastic page protector. So there we go. I'll move it up a little bit so we can see a little bit better. Crusty Crab. Thanks everybody. Always enjoy you giving me feedback on my projects, and I always love seeing your projects. So have a great day. Looking forward to seeing you again. Take care.